Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is graphing a quadratic function using a t-chart. And what that means is you're going to write down the equation, and you're going to make you an x and a y coordinate. It's just like what it says. It's called a t-chart. See, I've made my t. Put your x and then write down the equation. F of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 4, like what I have done right here. So write that down, and then you need 5 lines. And write down these x coordinates, and then what we're going to do is we're going to plug these x values, each one in the place of the x in the problem, and then you're going to work it out to find the y to go with it. Once you find that, you have an ordered pair that you're going to go plot, and once you plot these 5 points, it's going to make what we call a quadratic function. It's going to end up and make a graph that looks like a U. It's called a parabola, okay? And that comes when you have any quadratic function, which is an x to the second power. Remember, if I just had an x to the first power, if I just had this part right here, 6x plus 4, I know that's going to draw a line, but this is called a quadratic function, and it's going to graph what we call a parabola. What I want you to do, make this t-chart, and then we're going to plug in the x value. So I'm going to take 1, and I'm going to plug in the place of x, and I'm going to work it out. So here I'm going to do 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 4. And then just do your order of operations and work it out across your paper. 1 squared is 1, minus 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4. Keep working. 1 minus 6 is negative 5, and negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. So when x is 1, my y value is negative 1. So there's my first ordered pair. I'm going to go over and I'm going to plot over 1, down 1. And here is my first coordinate, my first ordered pair. Now go plug the 2 in to the same equation. 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus 4, and then work that out. 2 squared is 4 minus 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4. 4 minus 12 is negative 8 plus 4. And then negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. So when x is 2, the y value to go with it is negative 4. So I'm going to go over 2 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my second ordered pair. Then I'm going to plug 3 in. 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 4. Again, you're going to just work it out. 3 squared is 9, minus 6 times 3 is 18, plus 4. Show your work here. 9 minus 18 is negative 9, and negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. So when x is 3, my y value is negative 5. I'm going to go plot that point over 3, down 5. Then I'm going to plug 4 in. Now I want you to watch what happens. The ordered pair 3, negative 5 is what we call the vertex. Now I want you to watch what happens when I plug in this 4. The vertex is that lowest or that highest point on that parabola. So right here's my vertex. And I want you to notice what you've got going up there is you've got the left-hand side of that parabola. Now the right-hand side of it should start curving and going back up. So I'm going to plug 4 in. 4 squared minus 6 times 4 plus 4. Work it out. 4 squared is 16 minus 24 plus 4. 16 minus 24 is negative 8, and negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. Notice right here what happened. I had the same y value. I'm going to go over 4, down 4. You see how I've started curving back up? Right here I have this vertex, and I'm going to start curving back up. I'm going to plug 5 in. 5 squared minus 6 times 5 plus 4. 5 squared is 25 minus 6 times 5 is 30 plus 4. 25 minus 30 is negative 5. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. You notice what happens here. I'm going to go over 5, down 1. Now if you notice, I have what's called a parabola. I have that lowest y value, and you connect those points, make it a curvy point, and you've just plotted a parabola. This is called a quadratic function.